Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and today we're talking offers.
Mountain Man, Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. I go to garage sales and estate sales. I buy stuff and then I sell it again online on eBay. Today, we're going to go over what I sold here in the last, I guess it's about 48 hours or so out of my eBay store. Slowed down a little bit here in the last few days, but still some nice sales in there and some things that I think you'd be interested in. But then once we get through that, we're going to talk a little bit about offers. Do you allow offers? Do you send them? Do you accept them? And when is an offer a good offer? All right, not a whole lot going out in this batch, but cool stuff. I'd like to think we always have cool stuff going out of the store. Here, you might remember if you watched the video where we bought a whole bunch of, well, I say we like I got a frog in my pocket. I bought a bunch of fake Super Nintendo games. We had some in there like this, Donkey Kong Country 3, that they're just, it's knockoffs of an existing game. And these, you can't sell bootlegs, knockoffs, fakes, whatever you want to call them. You can't sell them on eBay. Now, there were some games in there that some more expert gamers said, it's not real, but it's not a knockoff, right? Nintendo never actually made that game. It's like a fan game. And we had a few of those. A couple people reached out, and we hooked them up with those. These are the two that I had left. They're both Donkey Kong Country 3. These are not fan games. These are actual bootleg fake games. They're not the real Donkey Kong Country 3. And I've had a couple people reach out on these as well. This one is gone. My man Enosuke reached out, and we're picking that one up. And I know I have a message from one of you in my email from the other day. I just need to get back to you saying, hey, I'd be interested. So I think both of these are going out. Just pay shipping, and we'll send them to you. So that's what the one did. I'm pretty sure we'll do that on the other. So those are all gone now. This is a great sale. Black Beauty, his family, and friends. It's Breyer horses. I'll put a link, if I can remember, to the sale where these were found. There's the 4 horses. And pretty cool. It's a neat set. The lady was very, very nice. And she was selling off a lot of her Breyer horses that she got when she was a little girl. And unfortunately, some of them were repainted. She loved them so much that the paint wore off of them. And so she repainted them. Actually repainted them very, very well. But the value is pretty much killed. And so it was a situation where I don't know them very well at all. I didn't want to go through and try to match what's been painted, what's not. So I just picked one. You know, I knew this one looked like it was genuine. The set, I imagine, is hard to find altogether, especially with the box. And so I took a shot on this one. 25 bucks is what I spent. And this thing sold in a couple months or so. $97.49 plus shipping. So pretty solid return on our investment there. Led Zeppelin, physical graffiti on cassette tape. You guys know I like selling cassette tapes, and sometimes I sell them for way lower dollar than people should probably sell things on eBay for. I know. You guys tell me you're not necessarily wrong. I just enjoy doing it. This one, though, a little bit better. $9.89 plus shipping for Led Zepp. And look at, we got all the, it's Kellogg's. It's, they were toys that came out in, I believe, the cereal boxes, maybe, because they are stamped Kellogg's. And it's the Disney Afternoon Crew. So we've, of course, got Scrooge McDuck. We got, what is it, Tailspin over here. And Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, and Gummy Bears, which is, I know that one's streaming on Disney. We watched a couple episodes not that long ago, just like, hey, this is on there. And I thought those were cool. Picked them up with just a whole bunch of toys at a garage sale, a whole bunch of little figures. And those are things that I like selling too. And I sent a 5% offer on this one, $9.48. So it's 50 cents off. and they took it, and it's headed to Spain. They're paying that international shipping through eBay's standard international program to get those over to Spain. So not a cool international sale. You never know what's going to sell internationally. Sometimes those things surprise me. And that 5% offer, we're actually going to talk about that here in a little bit. I had an interesting comment and conversation with somebody on one of the last videos about offers and the percentage of offer that I send, that sort of thing. And so I want to get your take on it and see what you think. So when we finish up, we'll talk about that. We have some other figures as well. I bought a big bag. I still have about half the bag to go through because I got to separate them all out. So they were all little figures. These are all from Coco. And so I put all the Coco figures together. I've got some Nintendo. I've got Disney Pixar in there. We've got Monsters, Inc. I know are in there. We got a lot of cool stuff. And so we'll see what they're worth. They sell as PVC figures, cake toppers, that sort of thing. And the Coco set seemed like it was pretty good. And ultimately ended up taking an offer. We went back and forth on it a little bit and settled in at $13.40 for that. We paid $20 for the entire bag. So we're not to profit yet. One more sale on a set and we will be in the profit. Here, one of our stranglers from the Lennox Spice Village collection. I think I have 2 or 3 left. These are really cool. And dill, not particularly desirable, I guess, because it did last a while, but ultimately somebody did spring for it. $24.69 plus shipping. And then we got this guy. Actually, this sold in a day. I started listing some of the bigger, slower to list, harder to list items. This was one of them. It goes, actually I have it over here because I haven't put it away yet. It actually goes with this. Now I've sold one of these. You might remember if you watch the channel, I sold one of these before. There's supposed to be, you can see right there, like the hitch is busted. And so it would normally hitch to the Texaco tanker. It's 2 feet long. It's a big pressed steel toy from the 1950s. It's Buddy L. But because there was so much damage, I thought I can't sell these two together. I'm going to separate them, part it out, right? And sell them to people that need them for restoration. You know, so somebody might have the tanker part already. They just don't have a good cab and they want to work on it, or they need the parts off of it to fix the one they have, whatever. And so I'm selling them separately. Felt like that was the way to go with it, because this one is missing the rear tire. You can see obviously it's scuffed up. There's a dent on the front a little bit. You know, we got some scuffing. Headlights, it's missing the little grill on the front there, but the bones are there. I mean, this is from the 1950s, right? I mean, this is 70 years old. So it's okay that it's a little beat up, because they're just not around a lot. The sell-through on these is really strong. I sold it for parts or restoration, repair, that sort of thing. And it sold in a day, guys. It's been sitting for months. I finally said, let's list it. And it sold in a day. $44.99 plus shipping. Some fun stuff going out today to wrap things up for this What Sold. And some viewer sales in here, including this guy. Of course, the Silver Surfer, the favorite Marvel comic character of our viewer, Ken. Go check out Ken's store. Actually, he's got a lot of really cool stuff in his store. Got into reselling and sort of wound up in the comic field. So it makes sense. Ken would want to pick up this guy. $7.99. I believe free shipping on this, but Ken got a duck as well. So we're going to come back to that, and we'll add that to the package, Ken. Another viewer sale over here. Let's just do those right off. We got another balaclava. That's what it is right there. I sent out an offer on this and turned out it was to a viewer. And this one is going out to Nathan over at Dunham's Resale. Nathan also picked himself up a duck so that he can get his ducks in a row for the fourth quarter. So we're going to come back to that as well. Nathan, thanks so much. I sent an offer on that. He said thanks for sending an offer so he could also pick up a duck. And then our other viewer sale is Jeannie, the original of course, the Robin Williams genie. I picked this one up in Billings when I was visiting my family. I think it was $1 or something like that. And I just thought it was cool. Sometimes I like picking up stuff that I just think is cool. And Genie is going out to Lester, who also thought that it was cool and appreciates me picking up cool, fun things to sell in the store. He does sort of the same over there at the newly renamed Yardvark Finds. That's awesome. Yardvark, not Aardvark. You see where he's going with that? I dig it. Lester's going to add this to his growing Aladdin collection, which I think is awesome. That's going to be a cool piece. So $7.58 plus shipping on Genie. Lester, thank you so much. Got Doughboy. If you guys see Pillsbury Doughboy stuff out there, it is collectible. That said, it's slow a lot of times, and it's not real high dollar for the most part, but people do still collect it. And so this guy, new and sealed, figured he'd be a good one, and he's going to make a few bucks. $9.98 free shipping. Not a whole lot there, but a little bit. These guys, look at that. We got Finding Nemo, right? Or Nemo himself. And then there's Dory in there. And I can't remember. Squirt. That's that one's name, the little guy. And then Bruce the Shark. So we got 4 PVC figures. Cake toppers, I always put that in the listing as well. You guys saw me list and sell some Coco figures the other day. This came from that same purchase. And so these 4 I listed for $4.98 plus shipping, and it actually sold day of, believe it or not. And believe it or not, well, you should believe it, because right here, they're going to Ireland. $4.98 plus international shipping to get these over to Ireland. That's pretty cool. Not our only international sale of the day, actually. Another Five Nights at Freddy's gift wrap. Look, originally it was $2.98 at Walmart. We got this after Christmas for, it was like 24 cents a roll, something ridiculous. And so I have various listings, some single like this. Actually, I think I only have one single of this style left. And then I have some blacklight singles. I have some doubles of blacklight. Then we have this and a blacklight. You know, we have different combinations. And this is one of the singles that's going out. And it sold for $19.17 plus shipping. And shipping's expensive because USPS added that surcharge. They're paying like $16 in shipping plus $19 for gift wrap. We're going to make a lot of money slowly off of that gift wrap. And then another international sale. Deion Sanders from the Baltimore Ravens. Deion was incredible. That guy was a freak of an athlete. Really, really good. Complete shutdown. And this is one of those that sells for pretty good money. Not all of them do, but this particular figure sells for good money. And I picked this up actually in Billings, but it was like a year ago. I think I've been hanging on to this for a while. Got it at an antique mall. And obviously not all antiques in that place, but picked this one up for, I want to say it was like $5 or something. I didn't pay that much for it. And it sold to somebody in Mexico, $42.24 plus that international shipping. And then some more ducks heading out the door. Sandy is building up quite a flock. We've got the Dr. Duck, I think I called him the Frosted Duck. And I'm looking like this guy a little bit this morning. Maybe not quite so orange, but man, I am tired. The Sleepy Eye Orange Duck, all going out to Sandy. Kimberly is picking up the old, where is it? There it is, the old eye patch duck. Very cool. Thank you so much. And then another one of the keychain ducks heading on out. The little blue mini keychain duck is heading out to Linda. All right, and let's finish it up with all our ducks in a row. All the ducks going out anyway for this round. We've got the soccer ball duck. Look at that. That guy is awesome. And that one is headed to Nathan. So Nathan will add that to your package. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Well, I called it the mummy duck. I wasn't really sure. It looked like the black mummy duck. It looks like bandages, right? I think that's what it is. This one going over to our friend Kay. And Kay has a YouTube channel. You guys should go check it out. Really cool. Travel, reselling, that sort of thing. All sorts of cool stuff. And Kay is just a fantastic human person. So go check it out. Passports and Pizza Pies. Thank you so much, Kay. I appreciate you. Then we've got another Halloween duck. Look at that. It's Franken Duck. That one is going out to Ken. Ken will add that to the Silver Surfer. Thank you. And then we've got clearly the pirate eye patch hat duck guy. This one is headed out to Lisa. Lisa, thanks so much. So happy with those sales. Like I said, not a ton of them, but still some pretty cool stuff. I should add one more. I'll put it up right here. This Richard Sherman Seattle Seahawks shirt. I listed this actually last night, and it sold today. I put a good price on it. Couldn't find any others quite like this that were a gray. It had rubberized accents on it. It was a really cool shirt. It's been sitting around in one of my piles for a while, and I thought, you know what? I need to just list that thing. And so I picked a price, and I listed it, and it sold. So pretty cool. That sold while I was packing stuff up, and I thought, it's sitting right there. I hadn't even put it in a bin yet because I literally had just listed it last night. I'm just going to put it in a poly mailer and send it out and get this one out early. So that one did sell as well. As promised, we're going to talk a little bit about offers. I guess the first question is, do you actually even allow offers? Do you have it set up in your store or for your items to accept offers from potential buyers? I know some people just list it. This is my price. If you want it, fine. If not, go find it somewhere else, right? I know that's the mindset for some people. And if that works for you, that works for you. And that's the beauty of eBay. There's no right answer. There's no one answer for so many things. It's whatever works best for you. And so that's why it's interesting to hear from other people about what they do and what works for them. I allow offers on pretty much everything, and I send offers on pretty much everything. Now, the amount that I'm going to offer as a discount is going to vary based on a few things, based on, what are the odds that this thing is going to sell full price relatively quickly. I may not accept offers on that, or if this thing has a proven history of selling at $20 every single time. It's not like some are for $15, some are for $32. Literally, this thing sells for $20. I'm probably not going to allow or, enable offers there because that is very much where that thing sits. No reason to fiddle with it, right? But there are things, like I said, that I will send offers on. I'll send offers on plenty of stuff. Now, you have to, when you send an offer through eBay, you have to send an offer of at least 5% off. That they set that minimum, because they don't want people sending offers for 1%, right? Because that's, I guess, probably pretty silly. But 5%, I think, is a solid number. But we did have somebody mention in a recent video in the comments, they were saying, 5%, that's a really low offer. That they, I got into a conversation with them, and it turns out, they said, I tend to offer all the time, and I offer at 20% off. I want my customers to feel like they're getting a good deal. I want to take care of my customers. And I think 5%, maybe they're not going to think the best of you. They're saying, hey, at least 10%. That's the minimum that you see in a brick and mortar. They offer 20. The general idea was that 5%, kind of a worthless offer to send out. At least I'm paraphrasing, and if I'm wrong, let me know. But that's sort of just what I got out of the conversation, and it just it's interesting to me. Like I said, there's no right answer for this. It's I thought it was a strange sentiment to think that your customer might be somehow taken aback, be offended, think you're kind of cheap by you offering them any kind of discount. But particularly on lower dollar items, you hear me say, I sent a 5% offer, it sold for $9.48. They took 50 cents off. Sometimes that's all it needs. I've proven that, I think, in my store time and time again. They were thinking about buying it anyway, and they're going, oh, I'll save 50 cents. Cool. Or it's a reminder of, oh, yeah, I was going to buy that. And they'll just buy it. Now, what I'll do often is I will send bulk offers. I'll get in there and click on 20 different things 5% on all of them, right? Just send it all out at once. Sometimes I will get in there and send individual offers on the balaclava that wound up going to a viewer. I think that was listed at 19 something, or maybe it was 20 something. I just went in and offered straight 18 bucks. I think that probably came to, I don't know, 8% off, something like that. Sometimes I do a dollar amount off. If it's listed around $22, $23, I'll send an offer of 20. Right? You know, sometimes it's just a ballpark. It's not, there's no science involved. It's just 5% is the minimum offer. And so I send that. I also enable counter offers. So that's a starting point for me. If they want to come back and send an offer of, 10% more than that, and then we ultimately meet in the middle. I'm just not somebody that's going to send a 20% offer on most of my items. Now, if it's been sitting for a very long time and I want to get the thing gone, yeah, I'll send that out. But I think I have fair, competitive prices as it is. And so 20%, that seems a little steep to me. I'm not running a charity operation, right? We do stuff for charity, but I need to make money. I need to keep the lights on. I need to pay my Peloton bill every month. I need to put gas in the thrift machine out there to go to garage sales. I need money coming in, and so I try to walk that line. If a viewer, if one of you sends me an offer, I like to make viewers better deals, right? Because I really appreciate you guys. And so offers very often to or from viewers will be better than just the general public. I know I'm meandering here. I don't have a script. I don't know exactly what I was going to say. I just wanted to ask you what you do and how you work your offers and what you think about, is 5% too little? Should I be sending 10% or 15 or, as suggested, 20%? Should that be the minimum that you're sending out on these offers? I appreciate you hanging out with me for this one. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumb on your way out, the channel is growing and that helps us to do that. And it's free for you. It doesn't cost you anything but a click of the pad or the mouse or, your thumb. Hit that subscribe button too. Still about 50% of the people watching this channel aren't subscribed, and that's free as well. You're not going to get mailers. You're not going to get junk mail. It's free. Doesn't cost anything, and it helps us out a ton. So once again, I'm going to put the link for the charity calendar in the description below. All of the proceeds going to benefit the Gary Sinise Foundation. 12 different resellers, YouTubers, joined together to put that calendar together. It was a lot of fun. The calendars are 20 bucks. You can also pay $5 and basically buy a day on that calendar. Those calendars will be sent out in late December, so you should get them right around the first of the year. So once again, that information down below. Guys, thanks. We'll see you next time.